Okay, one more option that we have is try to force a butterfly guard. Force a butterfly guard, but like keeping your opponent flat. Him flat is not a good thing for him. If he wants to play butterfly, he's going to sit up. If you have a chance to go to the butterfly guard section, we have a really good breakdown, a lot of different variations of what to do from butterfly. But this is one way for people who do like to deal with butterfly. That's one way to get it. So I'm gonna try this from here. So that's why, you know, sometimes if the legs are high, it might be tough to do this here. This especially, like, it's here when we talk about if someone start getting a little low, definitely this here would be a really good one because I can just press against their body. And my goal is that as soon as I press this in, I go with both legs in and I sit right here. One thing that I don't want you to do is to do this here, because now he's going to load me here. Again, I'm out of bounds. Yeah, he's going to start loading. Now he can sit up, and there are things that he can do. So at first, you're just going to do this here. Control it, push, but like heavy. So if he tries to sit up now, there you go. I have my head. I keep both arms in, and it's turn this way. Especially if you start training in Jiu-Jitsu, it's interesting how in a position you find you move like 2 inches, you're not fine anymore. Which means I'm here, I feel tight. If he tries to lift me from here, that's tough. Now look, if I move like 2 inches forward, that's not good for me. So it's very important for you to understand how you're shifting your weight. Okay? So as soon as I get here, I don't try to pass right away. Usually I just get like stuck, because two common reactions you're going to have. Either he's going to try to stretch his leg and sit up, sit up, and then he can play legit butterfly from here, and it's a real threat. But like him on his back is not a good thing. Or he's going to push his shoulder and go open guard. There we go, and get to it. There we go. So either or, you need to just clamp and make sure that everything's tight. He's not going anywhere. Then you go. So I'm going to turn this way. This is one of my favorite situations when I do get to hit this. If I put someone flat, usually this is one of my first options for me. Doesn't mean that I always get, but this is one of the ones that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go slow motion. I'm controlling. My head's going to come to the mat. My shoulder is going to be here on his tongue. So my job is to use my head to, I don't have to really go super high, stay upside down. It's enough to clear this leg. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to deal with this leg. So at first, this is how the move's going to look like. So let's break down here what happened. Now, when I'm here and if I put my head here, there's no reason for me to be waiting. If I put my head down, it's because I'm being active. Don't stop there. Touch, go. So now, if you see this arm, you're going to see me doing like a little pushing here. Because as soon as I land, he's going to try to get back to the guard. So a normal reaction is this. When I jump, boom. As soon as I land, he's going to hit, skate, boom, try, yeah. Always this is going to happen. So you need to anticipate yourself, knowing that this leg's going to go in. So I do this. I feed this one here. This is not the only way to do it. This is the way that I like to do it. But I'm here, everything's tight. I know that he's not sitting up. I retract with my left arm, just getting just a little tighter here. So I don't want to just get too much freedom, just stay a little tighter. And I start going with my head on it. So basically, if you see, there's no reason for me to be doing this here. Just stay here. But I'm lined up. Just understand that you line up your head with your shoulder right here. You can stay upside down like I said, there's no reason for me to be going there. But just understand that you're pretty solid there. And when I get ready to pass, I tap this one and I feed to this thing. The reason I feed here, so by the time he lands and he tries to do a hip escape, this arm is blocking. So I'll go slow, it goes like this. So by the time he lands, then I get around, then I release. Okay, so Let's go this way so you can see the action of this side. Everything is tight. I bring this back, head goes in. Now here, look. I don't want to be sitting forever with my arm in a perfect kimura position for him. That's not good. So this is like I put my head, I go. This is not a position to be hanging there. If I don't like, I'll come back here. Okay, so I go. Arms close to the body. I jump, clear, and then I slide. I land low. Chances are he's going to do some hip escape, and I just go chasing him until I can put him flat. One more time from here. So it's since the beginning. So fast would be something like this. I'm here. So just trying to control just one way. This is just one approach to force a butterfly guard. My suggestion is if you already have done some work with the butterfly guard, if you already went through our butterfly guard system, you know, the options that we have with the GD Online, we have passes, we have some work from the bottom. I don't want you to put yourself in a butterfly and that's the only pass you know. Because now someone sit up and be like, okay, I don't know what to do anymore. So this is an option that if you already study the butterfly, you like it, you're a little more familiar, be like, okay, I know some passes from here, I'm going to do this. Because again, if I get in there, and I got to here, and then he did a good job and he set up. Now I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know what to do from here. I know that pass, but you're not there anymore, and that's not good. So you just know a move, you don't know a system. So the idea is to understand the system, see what is the person on top is trying to accomplish, and then you on top will be like, oh, I know what he's trying to do, and you just reverse engineer, do the opposite of everything he's trying to do. He's trying to circle this way, you lean the other side. He's got under the hook, possibly get under the hook. Just that battle back and forth. You need to, my suggestion is understand what is happening with the butterfly. Go over the butterfly section, then play around with this force. Because if you don't get it and someone sit up, you know how to deal with the butterfly.